New Day Cleveland, I'm Natalie Hervick.
And I'm David Moss.
You know, it was a big year for us for travel here on New Day. For the first time ever, we went overseas to Europe.
Not once, but 3 times, plus a whole bunch of other places to the north and the south.
So we took some of our favorite stops and put it all into 1 hour for you.
And our first stop, it's the Italian Riviera. So we made it on the train. We're here at our first stop in Cinque Terre. Did I say that right?
Yes, more or less.
More or less.
Cinque Terre.
Cinque Terre.
Okay.
How about that? This is Karen, and she is our beautiful guide, wonderful guide. And what are people most surprised about here when they enter this village?
Well, mostly how people could have ever made a living out of such a difficult land. Because it's also rough, hilly, steep, complicated. So that is the thing that most astonish people. Including also the fact that we are visiting seafaring villages, but we are in a farming area where a wonderful wine is produced, the wine of the Cinque Terre.
One of the things that surprised me most was I saw the beauty and the romance and all the things I don't know about it, but what I learned in a big hurry is that walk up the hill. How many steps to the top to see all the beautiful terraces?
Never counted them, but if you walk from, say, Monterosso to Vernazza, you have to count at least 400 steps. Mm-hmm. If you want to visit the village of Corniglia from the train station is almost 400, 370. Some steps may be flat, like the ones we just walked, but like the steps from Monterosso to here are like this high. And when I walked them, I mean, my shorts are slightly short, and I had some troubles. Not to mention the fact that I'm afraid of heights, and when you are all the way up there, some parts can be hard for vertigo.
The terraces are beautiful. In this church, we've seen a lot of churches, and this is very different, isn't it? It's almost like an outpost.
So much, because, well, it underwent so many changes. And it's very special because it's simple. It's really the simplest churches that you find in the Cinque Terre, which I think give the most of the local spiritual life and the spiritual culture. You have to appreciate the fact that the people of the Cinque Terre are very different. They have lived in isolation for a long, long time. And so they don't like to show off. They seem sometimes maybe not so friendly, but it's their way of being.
It's their world. Cinque Terre. I love the way you say it. It sounds beautiful. This is our first stop, so we're going to go to the next stop. What's this next stop?
Monterosso, which is just, if you turn back, you see the village over there?
That's where we're headed.
Yes.
Okay,
exactly.
I'll see you there.
I'll see you there.
It was a wonderful little train ride from the other village.
It was.
It only took 4 minutes.
4 minutes, which is the shortest distance between the Cinque Terre. The longest is like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about this, folks, is in the other village, we climbed up and down hills the other place.
Yep.
For the people who are going, they come here.
It's
really
more
relaxed.
Yes.
But it was really interesting to get off and see the bunker from World War II.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this plays a big part of history here.
Yes, there is. There is quite a bit of history. Maybe it's not the large, big history with a capital H, but we have so many episodes from World War II, from, well, the construction of the villages in the Middle Ages. There are stories about pirates raiding the towns.
Oh, yeah. We talked about food a little bit, and you said you'd be very disappointed if people don't try what?
Local wine, first of all, and the pesto.
The pesto, because the basil, if you walk around, you can smell the basil.
You can smell the basil, yes. And the basil is, pesto altogether, is the most common way to season pasta, to dress pasta. And you can also put it in your vegetable soup, never ever cooking it with the soup. You have to add it at the end.
I love a little cooking lesson here. A little shopping here, a lot of great things going on. And for the 40 people I'm traveling with, New Day Cleveland, and me, I make 41. Thank you very much for a beautiful tour.
Thanks a lot.
Well, from Italy to Iceland, we had a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see the Northern Lights in person. Here they are. So when everyone booked this tour with Canary Travel and Colette, they dubbed it the Northern Lights Tour. So when we're coming to Iceland, we're hoping and praying that we get to see the Northern Lights. And this guy is about to make it hopefully happen for us. This is Oscar with Special Tours. Thank you so much for bringing us. Our boat's right there, right?
Yes, we're going Andrea tonight. It's for 2 hours tour, and we're gonna try to hunt the Northern Lights as our main task today. So let's see.
What are the Northern Lights?
What are
they? I mean,
well,
it's a light display unlike anything you ever can see in the sky.
It's a little bit difficult to make the whole explanation, but usually when I guide on the boats, I always explain that everything is coming from the sun. We know that the sun is 150 million kilometers away from Earth, and usually some areas of the sun have a different temperature, and from there it's gonna stream out particles into Earth. So basically solar wind coming into Earth.
So how much does the forecast play into whether or not we would get to see them?
Well, tonight, and especially this year, we have very lucky because every 10 to 11 years the magnetic activity could get really strong. So especially the last 2 weeks, we have almost every night Northern Lights.
Really?
And tonight we have 6 points on the KP index. That is the way what we manage, how to know how it's going to be the intensity of the Northern Lights. So that's a good
That's interesting you bring that up, because over the past year, we've seen in Cleveland the Northern Lights a couple of times. But I have a feeling that seeing them in Cleveland is not the same as seeing them here.
No, it's not going to be the same. And I think Iceland is very special, and everybody knows this because there is an aurora oval that goes in the different poles in Earth. So Iceland is always located in this oval on the North Pole. It's like a drop of water that goes into Earth on the weakest point of the magnetic field, and Iceland is always around that area. So we are very lucky to be here.
Oh, no, I don't know if this is true, but I've heard people use the term a lot that they dance here.
Yes,
Is that true? Do
yes.
they dance?
Yeah. And it makes a lot of sense when you think that it's the solar wind colliding with gas molecules. So you will see the movement, how the magnetic field is dealing with this situation. And many times you will be changing colors and dancing. It's amazing.
We're doing the Northern Lights tour tonight, but I see whale watching there. So do you do other tours?
Yes, we do whale watching, we do fishing tours, puffins also. They are not here right now, they just leave. They are only for a couple of months during the summer. But right now we are just dealing basically with whale watching and Northern Lights. But in summer, we open up.
Now I know you see the Northern Lights a lot.
Yeah.
Then. So does it ever get old, or is it just magical to see it every time?
I think that's depending of the nature of the person, but I've been living here 4 years, and there is not that ending for me, especially when we have this big activity on the magnetic field, and you go on the street, even in Reykjavik, you could look up into the sky and see dancing.
There's not many cities from within city limits where you can see them that you can in Reykjavik. It's pretty impressive that Reykjavik has that
Sometimes
ability.
it's even amazing that we can see the Northern Lights even on the city, but I believe it's not a big city. That's why the light pollution is not that strong. And also with the boats, we go 10-15 minutes outside, and in one moment we're going to be surrounded by darkness. So it really gives us all what we need.
So we're going to enjoy it out there for 2 hours?
Yes, 2 hours. We go at 9 and we come back at 11.
Do you ever have people get emotional or cry?
Yes, it happens. Also with the whales.
With the whales too. Because I have a feeling if I see these, it's about to happen. I'm just saying.
Many people just come to Iceland just to be able to see the Northern Lights. So when they have this moment, this chance, they really get very emotional.
I have chills, and it's not because I'm cold right now. I'm telling you, I'm so excited right now.
Are you gonna cry tonight?
It's happening, no doubt. You guys, this is insane. In the beginning, when we first got out here, things were moving slowly, and we were wondering if we'd get to see a real show. But I mean, you can see it with the naked eye behind me right now, and then wait until you see what the pictures really show, because your camera does wonders in taking pictures of these things. It's beautiful. When we come back, we are heading to Germany for an authentic Oktoberfest experience.
Welcome back. You know, Munich, Germany is home to the world-famous Oktoberfest.
Yes, but there's even more to see and to do in the city. Here's Nicole.
We've already had a chance to take in all of the sights and sounds that Oktoberfest has to offer, but when you visit Munich, there's a whole lot more you can do, including surfing in the middle of the city. Steffi, I mean, it looks like people are surfing, but how is that even possible taking place here in Munich?
You're completely right, they do river surfing, and this is something special, yeah? I mean, they do it the complete year, from springtime, during winter times, from the morning, during nights.
For people that are saying, you know what, I'd love to visit Munich, but I'm not about surfing, what about some of the other things? Because I heard there is a beautiful Glockenspiel.
Yes, I would recommend you visit the Glockenspiel. You find it at Marienplatz at 11, 12 and 5, in summer times at 5. And just have a look over there. It takes around 10 minutes.
The architecture here in Munich is just stunning. And one of the things that I noticed, there are so many different churches, and I'd imagine they all have a long history.
Yes, they have. And one of the most beautiful churches you can visit is like Theatina Church, really close to here, 10 minutes away by feet. And it was built in the 17th century. And you know, we always were big fans of Italy. And finally we got an Italian princess, and she brought all her master builders, architects and artists, and so she was responsible for erecting this church, and finally Italian style arrived in Munich.
So is it true that I heard there's a rumor sometimes they consider Bavaria to be the most northern part of Italy? That is true then?
Yeah, this is one of the points. You're completely right. Yes.
How interesting. Now, if people are looking to just kind of decompress, maybe take in a little bit of nature, is there a place to go for that?
The English Garden has 375 hectares, so you can walk here, you can go by bike, you can sit down, relax, meet some friends, bring something to read, drink beer or wine or tea or juice, whatever.
And you also have, is it the Chinese?
The Chinese Tower. And the Chinese Tower has a really famous beer garden around. So visiting Munich in summer times, or even now in autumn, you can sit down in the beer garden, can have something to drink. Bavarian music is playing, so you sit at a building from China, but with Bavarian traditions. I think this is great.
I want to thank you so much for your time today.
From Germany to South Florida, where we got a close-up look with dolphins and manatees. All aboard, folks, and I guess that's where we are right now. We're with Ben. You're one of the most famous guys in town here, right?
I'm not sure about that, but thank you very much.
Yeah, well, we're chasing one of the most wonderful sights you could see here off the island. So what are we looking for and what are we going to see?
So we're going to look for the Atlantic bottlenose dolphins. We're fortunate right here where we stay. We have a resident population. They've been here as long as we know. So we have a real good opportunity to find them today.
So does this involve like one boat or two boats, or how do you do it?
We do it normally with just a single boat. You're going to go out, we do private, public trips. So we kind of have a little bit for everybody.
So when people come out, what's a usual tour? How long do they come out?
We have 2, 3, and 4 hour tours. We have them public and private. We have what you're on here, a double slide boat, so you can go out family fun. We also have boats that just specifically do dolphin watching, and we do snorkeling also.
Can people actually rent a boat from you and go out themselves? How does that work?
Yes, sir, we do. We have pontoon boats also. So if you would prefer to be the captain of your own boat, you can certainly do that.
So what would you look out here, and what would be a sign that dolphins are near us?
So basically what you're looking for their fins.
Here's right here. Here's one right here.
There you go. If you look off to your left here.
Okay, he's going to come up.
We got some in front of us too. Here If you look right in front of us here, we've got a group that's moving away from us. We'll stay back because we want to make sure that we don't harass them. We want to do what's best for these dolphins. So we'll stay back and we'll see how they react to us, and we'll go from there.
Oh yeah, there's one. He just came up a little bit there, huh?
So what they're doing is they're using very little energy whatsoever because the wave's actually pushing them. So they're going to stay with us until they get to where they're wanting to end up. And there's times that we'll be out that we can actually say, okay, get ready, they're going to turn off, and you'll see them go to a spot that they like to feed at.
And what are some of the other things that people might see out here, and do people fish out here?
Oh yeah, we have some of the best fishing around. Backwater fishing, offshore. We have our manatees. We have
You see manatees out here too?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we have manatees in the area, and
you're getting a call right now.
Yeah.
Look, we've only been on the air a couple minutes, and already they're signing up already. Let's continue to have some fun. Let's go out here and find some dolphins.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got them right off the bow of our boat. Let's take a look.
Coming up after the break, winter adventures in Canada.
Welcome back. So New Day took a trip up north of the border to Canada.
And that's where we enjoyed endless adventures at Blue Mountain Resort. Well, if we were back home in Cleveland, this would be a very, very unusual sight, probably pretty dangerous too, but here on top of Blue Mountain at Blue Mountain Resort, this is a wonderful skating arena practically. Hey, Allie, how are you?
Hi, good, how are you?
Hey, so Allie's known as the fun haver, and you say she's having fun already. Yes. And you can blast it on this trail, and this trail is like, it's almost a mile, so it's a long ice trail, isn't it?
Yep, and it's a big loop, so you can go up and down, and you can loop as many times as you want, and it goes right by the ski lift, so you can even see the skiers.
So you come to Blue Mountain Resort, it's not just about skiing, it's about all kinds of great things, and this is so unusual because it's like, you could do it day, you can do it in the night. How's it look at night?
Oh, at night it's literally so beautiful. We have these lights that light up at night all along the trail. So there's in the forest, there's some behind me you can see, and you can take great photos. It's perfect for Instagram. And yeah, it's just really magical at night. It's my favorite time here.
This is a great place too also for the family. You can come out here, you got all the little kids, you learn how to skate. So can people come out here, they're just like beginners and experts? What happens here?
Yeah, so we welcome all types of skaters. We do have skate rentals if you are a beginner or if you're a kid that wants to try it.
I saw those little orange things too, right?
We have some walkers with us as well that you can try on the ice to help you skate. So it's a really great opportunity for anybody who maybe doesn't really love skiing to come and try something outdoors in the winter that's still fun.
Yeah, I haven't skated since I was a kid, so I was a little resistant to come out here to do that. But there are so many different things that are happening up here on the mountain.
Yes, yeah, we have tons of activities off the slopes as well as on the slopes. So this is part of our Play All Day ticket, which is Woodview. It
Sounds good.
I know, it includes our mountain coaster, which is called Ridge Runner. We have a
Wait. So that's like a roller coaster?
Yeah, so we call it a mountain coaster. It's Ontario's first mountain coaster, and it can go speeds up to 42 kilometers an hour, and you control it yourself. So you go all over through the woods, and you really speed down there.
You know, I called you the fun haver when I come up here. Just you telling the story looks like you're a fun haver all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it a million times, but every single time feels like the first. It's really fun.
I've seen so many people on the mountain having a great time. I mean, people of all ages, little kids like this, people my age having a great time.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen it yet, but I understand that the tubing thing is like remarkable for everyone.
Yeah, tubing is awesome. It's snow tubing. We call it hike and tube. So you grab your tube, you hike up the hill, and then our employees will whip you down, and it's great.
What do
time.
they do?
They whip you down.
They whip you down. You're spinning and going like this.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Hey, how about age groups? Like I've seen everybody, all different ages, doing all different kinds of things here. But the tubing thing is like, it's not as fast as skiing. It's not maybe as treacherous as ice skating, so it's good for everyone.
Yeah, great for everybody. We recommend that kids go in their own tubes, which is a really fun kind of personal experience for the kids. And yeah, if grandparents, parents, anyone can do it.
So I came out here, when I first got to Blue Mountain, I was thinking like, I might be a little cold here, but it's sort of neat because everywhere you look, there might be a little fire going on somewhere.
Yep.
So I saw like a little bonfire happening up here.
Yeah, so up here, the fire runs when we're open, and you can come, you can sit, enjoy a hot chocolate from Off Piste, which is our restaurant right nearby.
Let's talk about that too.
Yeah.
So that is a great thing. So you hear about after ski, how about after skate?
Après skate, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, après skate and ski is awesome. So Off Piste is just off the path from Woodview. It's these 3 amazing tents that overlook the Georgian Bay, so it's a stunning view of the water. And we serve handheld food. You can even do a shot ski if you want, which is fun. People enjoy that.
I like your language. That's a good. That's a Canadian term and an American term.
Yes, exactly. So it's a really great outdoor hangout place, and it's right off of Waterfall Trail.
You want to blast down the trail? Show us how it works.
Sure, all right.
That's it. Have some fun, fun haver.
Thank you.
Another highlight from our travels, authentic Italian cooking in Tuscany. You're gonna like this.
Bye. Today we are going to cook the simplest pasta that in Tuscan, spaghetti. You wash here. Aspetta, Ora si fa le postazioni. Room number 4. To start the pasta. This is how my grandma loved it. That we produce we always sit there.
So now we saw the expert do it, and now our folks here, the New Day Cleveland viewers, get their shot at making pasta. That's why you don't see salt in a lot. That one looks like my neck in the morning. Cut those onions.
But we're a disaster together.
Pasta or bread?
The more you order. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't have much room here. Move over.
Via.
That's the key. That's what he said.
You good? Excellent. We did a good job on it. We did good. We were good cooks.
It was very good, Jim. And I'm planning on cleaning another plate of that.
When we come back, another highlight from our trip to Iceland.
Welcome back. Our visit to the land of fire and ice would not be complete without a visit to a national park. One of the incredible things to come and see when you are here in Iceland is the Thingvellir National Park. I have Torfi with me right now. We have gorgeous mountains behind us. It is absolutely stunning out here.
Oh, thank you.
This is your home. You get to experience this all the time.
Yes, this is kind of my office. So I come here every day, and then I have to I live in Reykjavik, so I have to come here every day. But this is great site to be at.
So in this national park, there's so many things to see and do. One of the wonderful things, which is right over there, is the fact that we get to see the tectonic plates separating.
Yes. Yeah, so just right here at the viewpoint, then you're standing on the edge of the easternmost end of the North American tectonic plate, which is then extending all the way to the, well, we can just say to the San Andreas Fault in the US. And that is moving to the west. And then when people are standing on the viewpoint, they look towards the mountains on the other side, 7 kilometers away, and there is the beginning of the next tectonic plate, which is moving to the east. It's just ripping the earth in two separate directions, and they're forming this rift valley.
Which doesn't sound like a good thing, but it's also very interesting to witness. So it is a valley. We think of it this small little narrow gap, but it's a valley.
Yeah, and that's the name, kind of Rift Valley. There are endless rifts throughout the Rift Valley again, and there are we have about 40 or 50 place names of different rifts in the area. And what is happening is both ripping apart, but also the area is subsiding down in between. So the lake will gradually become bigger to the north, but we are always talking about in the thousands or tens of thousands of years. They're so different on human scale.
Not in our lifetime when we see anything crazy happening.
No.
How big is the national park, first of all?
The national park is about 270 square kilometers at size.
So how many other things can you get to explore when you're here then?
Well, there are multiple things, but we focus on the area where actually the tectonic plates are, where they're most visible, because that is also the most historical site of the old assembly that used to operate here about 800 years. And that's the reason we are a national park and also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. But that is, so you can experience a short walk throughout that area. It takes maybe 2 hours to explore. But then again, like here behind us, we have these mountains, and you can go for a long hike for up to 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, so whatever you like.
It is fascinating. I mean, to think about what we're witnessing here. And this is what a lot of people, when they come to travel to Iceland, they will take this golden pathway that we're on, right? This golden trail?
Yes, they often
circle, I should say, right? Yeah, it's the golden circle.
Golden circle. So they often start in Reykjavik, they go from there to Thingvellir, then onwards, after they have been exploring here for about 2 hours or 3 hours, then they continue to Geysir, and then next to Gullfoss, and then they kind of take the route back down to Selfoss and up to Reykjavik. But this is one of the oldest, we can say, route or circle that people have been traveling here for at least 150 or 200 years. We can just say as soon as tourists started, the golden circle as a concept or an idea became a thing.
Well, it is absolutely beautiful, and thank you for giving us a closer look at Thingvellir National Park.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You can't experience Jamaica without authentic jerk chicken, and we found the perfect place to indulge. Are you ready for jerk chicken? This is the official dish of Jamaica, and we are here at Scotchy's, which, well, this is the most famous place for it. So come on, check it out. Chef Garfield, where are you?
Hello.
How you doing? Great to see you. Who's your helper over here?
That is Christy from Murray.
Okay, Chris. Okay, so we're gonna learn some secrets here. And what?
Yeah,
This is
right
hot.
here is where we catch the fire.
So what do you use for the heat?
Charcoal.
Charcoal.
Yeah. We put it in there, catch the fire, put it on the air.
Then we go what? In here?
Yeah, we go in here, set on chickens.
Ooh, look at this. You're gonna love this, guys.
Real authentic chicken. Pretty.
So how many?
Nice and juicy.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so let's tell people about the seasoning you put on there, and you put it on kielbasa too, sausage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, to some people they go, oh, the chicken's burnt, but it's not burnt, is it?
No.
Yeah.
It's
Tell me about it.
Tender and jerk. Put it on the stick. Probably about 2 hour well juicy chicken.
So what kind of sticks are these?
Pimento,
So
sweet
that's
wood.
the pimento I heard about.
Yeah, that's the pork over there.
Oh, let's go see the pork. How long does it take to cook something like that?
This 2.5 hours.
Wow.
2.5 hours right here.
Yeah. And the seasoning you get, is it like a secret seasoning? Or
Yeah,
it
that
is.
is
I knew
Catch's
it.
menu.
I knew it. I knew
Yeah,
it.
the bosses have to tell you about a secret thing, you know?
Okay, well, we'll find out about the secret. And what do you do up here?
Yeah, right here we cut the pork.
Oh, so that's how you chop it?
Yeah, we cut
So
all
I
of
see
the pork right
the
here.
boards like this, so you must do a lot of chopping.
Yeah! What do you put chopping? All about. Change different board. When you get too low, we change it.
And for you guys, it's not hot in here, huh?
Hey! It's not hot right now.
It's cool, huh?
Yeah, it's cold right now. It's very hot. When morning time, you can be in here, right? Like how we in here now.
Well,
Smoke, hot.
Hey, do you use Scotch bonnets? Because I know it's called Scotchies. You use
Yeah,
that kind
we
of
use
pepper?
Scotch bonnets, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, folks,
It's
here you
very
see
hot,
it.
no?
You know where it's hot. I'll tell you where it's cool. It's cool outside, cooler outside anyway, with some great jerk chicken. We're going to check that out. And
Yeah.
thanks a lot for showing me around, Chef.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank
Welcome
you
to
guys,
Scotchies.
Thank you. Sharia had a great time in the kitchen. Thank you very much for letting us get back there. Scotchies, not everybody goes in the kitchen, right?
No. Only privileged persons get that opportunity.
Oh, I feel so
Yeah,
special.
You
I
are
feel-
special.
Well, you're special too.
Okay,
Hey,
thank
so
you.
what's under this foil?
This is the famous Jamaican jerk chicken.
Here we are. You guys ready to see this? Here it comes. Da 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 da. Is that the right song? Is that okay? Drum roll. Boom. Check it out. So what makes jerk chicken so special? I know Garfield's back there doing it, but
The Scotch's secret recipe. We can't give away that information.
yeah,
Top secret.
I asked
It's a mix of spices and the wood. The wood has a lot to do with it.
Somebody told me
Special
the pimento wood,
yes.
right? Pimento wood has
Lots
a lot
of
to do with it.
flavor.
What do you call this kind of bread?
This is a festival, something like a hush puppy or a churro. It's like dough.
And this is pork
with
over
sugar.
here?
That's jerk pork. You want to try it with some of the hot sauce?
Oh yeah, which one? You tell me which one.
This one is the spicy sauce.
You put it on. You do it for me.
Sure?
Yeah.
All right.
I want to get the real deal.
Let me put it beside it.
Oh, you're scared I might go down, right?
Right. And then you can tell if you
Take a
want
little
some more
shot.
of that.
Okay. It is hot. It's good though.
Awesome. Mix it with the ketchup and
even
it's got nice flavor.
You can give me a squeak.
Good.
How about a beer? What's the beer here?
Jamaican red stripe beer.
That's the deal.
Famous.
How hard are they? You can't twist them off. huh?
No. Let me try get it open for you. All right.
Are you ready? Am I ready to try the chicken? Should I put any sauce or I'm good?
Yes, man. Mix a little sauce and a little ketchup.
Same one?
Yeah. That's chicken without pepper sauce, right? Jerk sauce.
I'm learning. And boy, is that tender, delicious.
Nice.
And what's the secret? Yes, she's not telling me the secret. The Scotch is when off the air. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you pull in, there's a Scotch bonnet pepper. That's part of the sign. It's right on your
Right,
shirt.
that's
there.
where we get the name, the famous Scotch bonnet pepper.
That's the hottest pepper in the world, right?
Right, yes. So from what we know.
You know, the only thing hotter than the Scotch pepper is the kitchen, where the guys are with the barbecue, the glowing hot coals. Jamaica's a special place.
Yeah.
Wonderful people, happy people, delicious food. Love jerk chicken. Thank you very much.
You are most welcome.
When we return, it's a waterfall adventure in Jamaica. Welcome back. You know, Jamaica is filled with fun and adventurous excursions, including Dunn's River Falls. Dunn's River Falls. Andrew, you are the, what here, the guide?
The tour guide.
This must be a tough place to corral people because they're having so much fun all over the place, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. To organize everyone is sometimes very much difficult, but being here for a time with the experience I have, it becomes very easy over time.
Yeah. Well, I just got here, and so this is the first place I've come to visit, and I look around here, and this is like it's like paradise, isn't it?
Yeah, paradise for me. But for those who live here, it's a regular scene for them. But for those who come here for the first time, it's amazing. Yeah.
What's the process? So we go up to the top. I saw there's a bunch of buildings. It's almost like a village up there, right? At the top.
Yeah. All right. So in the buildings, for various purposes, we have a nurse station, the guide station where persons who come on a tour, they come, they're assigned a guide, then they head off to the falls.
Yeah. So Dunn's River Falls is pretty famous, I know, because I'm staying at a sandals resort called Dunn's River.
Yes, sir, Dunn's River, Sandals Dunn's River.
Yeah.
All right, it's famous for a few reasons. Number one is the only falls in the Western Hemisphere that you can climb. That's the first thing. It sells itself because over time people come here, love it, and people, in general, people love water.
Yeah.
People love water in general. It's always a cool place to come. Mother Nature is here in its splendor, so everyone wants to come here.
You know what's fun? Like, we're not out there right now. We're not coming down the water, but it's fun just watching people find their own way to conquer the falls.
Yes, sir,
because
that's true.
it's like you get a map, which is a good way to go up and down.
There isn't really any map
in your head.
All right, so based on what you're used to, in our culture, rivers are everywhere in Jamaica. So we are used to walking through rivers, going through hills. So for most local, this is pretty easy.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
If you're coming from Cleveland or Akron or Canton or something like that, you look at this and you go like, whoa, what kind of shoes do I wear for that?
Because I've met guests who say, you know what, where I'm from, I got something like this. Yeah. Not because this, but something like this, so the experience is somewhat similar for them.
Hey, so there's zip lining here. I see people going over the falls. Like, when you go over the falls on the zip line, can you jump off into the falls?
No, we don't recommend that.
No?
So the zip line is, we have merged with another company called Chow. So they do zip line across and over the falls.
You just chucker your way across.
Well, that's a different company. But it's a really fun excitement because naturally people want to come down to the falls and park. So what best way to merge two companies together so they can have both experience at once.
Are you a zip liner? Do you like it?
No, I'm afraid of heights, unfortunately.
So how long have you been doing this?
I've been here for 10 years.
Yeah, it's great.
Thank you.
So did you ever start to come down and go like, this is not a good way to go, I got to turn around and go back another way?
No. For a new person coming in, you have to be trained by someone who's experienced over the years.
Yeah.
So my trainer, he's not here now, he retired now. He has been here for 45 years. So he was my trainer for about 3 months.
So you could train somebody like me, an old guy like me?
Of course, you're an intelligent guy.
You're the man, Andrew.
Thank you.
Dunn's River Falls, I love it, man.
God bless you,
Thank you
man.
very much.
God bless you.
Love Jamaica, love the folks. This is perfect evidence, man.
Thank you, God bless you. We recommend Dunn's River Falls and Park every day of the week.
There's no denying it. One thing I love when traveling is good food, and David experienced lots of that in Windsor.
Well, Jason, here we go. Funky Chow. And I tell you, when I walked into this place, it's one of those places that makes you want to...
This is a vibe, if you're talking about any vibe.
You got to get
Windsor.
funky. And I got to tell you something. The guy in the kitchen making the greatest looking stuff you've ever seen in your life. So tiki bars, man, you don't see a lot of those. And this got a tiki bar kind of feel, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a party when you walk in here, I think. And, the cocktail scene in here, too, is one you aren't going to beat anywhere
Boy,
else.
he was doing a great job like an artist. Look how beautiful these drinks are. Look at that.
Look at that one.
Smoking. How you like that? Your drink is smoking. Where are we? We're sort of like in the Philippines?
We're doing a Filipino-Asian fusion. We got a good mix of food in here, and I mean, it's one of my favorite spots to check out in the city.
I think it's great. So what do you call these little buns? They're little spongy little rascals.
We've got some little pork bao buns in here. One of my favorite treats when I am in here too. They're awesome. Like I guess a Asian fusion taco.
Yeah, and when you watch the sushi chef making this baby right here, it's amazing. It all hangs together, right?
It's a skill.
It's a great skill. I love that. And what's going on with this?
We got some fried squid. Look at the jalapeno on that too. Some nice little spice to this.
This will get you. So what's your favorite? That one right
so
there?
So bao bun is my go-to when I'm here. There you go.
There we go. Now we're
Time
ready
to dig in.
Now we're ready to fire it up. Hey, so the drinks. This guy was smoking this drink. So what is that?
So we've got a smoked old fashioned, I believe. So you're going into whiskey in this town, and Windsor being the home of whiskey, no better place to serve it than a new vibe in the heart of Walkerville.
Could I slow things down a bit and say that Windsor it's more than beer, it's more than whiskey, it's more than Philippine stuff. It's multinational, isn't it?
Yeah, being one of the most multicultural cities in Canada, we try to represent it through our food, and what a great way to taste history and culture than through a plate.
What do you tell people from Cleveland driving up here in the Cleveland viewing area? Funky Chow should be a stop, right?
Funky Chow's a stop right in the heart of Walkerville too, which is one of the trendy districts in the city.
And if you do the 4 things, then you get a deal. Like the 5th one is what?
Yeah, so when you hit 5 spots, we're instantly going to send you a $25 gift card to come back and check out one of our stops in the city for free.
It's a wonderful thing. Funky Chow's a wonderful thing. I tell you, when I came in here, it made me a little silly. I was like jumping around like, whoa, this is a fun place. I mean, even the ceiling looks great. The drinks look great. The people are great. The vibe is great. The music is great. Now I want to know, who was that on the wall in the rocket ship? Huh?
That can be you after a couple of drinks in here.
I tell you, let's do it. Let's light up the rockets and have a great time, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
I love Windsor.
After the break, another highlight from David's trip to Italy.
You know, our Italy trip had so many great parts, and it was hard to choose favorites, but our time in Torino is one that certainly stands out. After landing in Milan, we boarded a bus to head to our first stop on our Italian tour, the city of Torino, located in the northern part of the country, surrounded by the French Alps.
So the Holy Chow, a few questions about the Chow.
So our wonderful adventure to Italy starts with the voice of an angel.
Oh!
Well, we are here in Torino, and I thought it was Turin, but it's not, right?
No, it's not Turin. You have to call it Torino. Torino, because the toro is our symbol, you know? The strong toro, the strong bull.
The strong bull.
Yeah.
So we landed in Milan.
Yeah.
And Milan, to the people who live here in Torino, in Cleveland, would be like our Pittsburgh. It's a rival city, isn't it?
It is a rival city. They are our competitors, the competition city, because here in the north we had two big industrial cities. Torino was one of them, but today it has become one of the most visited cities in Italy, thanks to the fact that it was discovered with the Winter Olympics in 2006. So today it's not the Fiat city anymore, the car city anymore, but it has become a much attended city by the Italians as well.
To me, it's like discovering treasure, because when I thought of coming here, I had no idea how the city would unfold, what it would be like. Like, it's not an ancient city. It has a different kind of history as we walk through all the different parts.
Sure. The whole of Italy is ancient, but Torino has got a different story because it is the city of the kings of Italy, of the kings that become kings of Italy after Italy was united under the rule of the king of the Savoy family, who was born in Torino. And we see the building where he was born, and the other buildings belonging to the royal castle of the Savoy family that are part of UNESCO World Heritage.
In the Holy Shroud here?
And the Holy Shroud is the other topic about Torino. We keep the Holy Shroud in our cathedral. You cannot see it, only it can be seen only with the displays, with the official displays of the Shroud. We see when, we don't know yet.
You introduced us some incredible architecture, all different stories and wonderful things, and then we jump on the bus, and your tour is so wonderful. People are captivated by that. Sometimes I wonder, like, boy, it looks like it might be boring. You are captured by your conversation. And then we move into this area along the river, the longest river, the biggest river in Italy.
It's the longest river in Italy, yeah. It is the River Po. The River Po, 750 kilometers. So it ends its course in the south of Venice, but before it goes through the whole northern Italian plain. And we also have the mountains that go through the whole northern Italian plain, the Alps.
We talked about being close to the Alps, close to France, and they have snow here in May, which we can relate to. It happens to us once in a while. But to come over on this side of Torino, it has that French feel. It has
It has a very French feeling. We are halfway between Rome and Paris.
I want to thank you on behalf of all the New Day Cleveland viewers and myself. Your introduction to Torino has been fabulous, and it's hard to believe it's the beginning of the trip, but it's the highlight right now. It's going to be a tough competition for the rest of it.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
We hope we welcome you to Torino. More and more people. We are glad you enjoyed it.
Well, we sure hope that you've enjoyed looking back at some of our favorite travel trips.
That's right, and you can find more information on fox8.com/new day.
I'm Natalie Herbick.
And I'm David Moss, and we'll see you on the next
New Day Cleveland.
So long.